in Israel. It is a moment in time, and we are here to labor over it, to enjoy it, celebrate, and dance in the street with it. It's an amazing moment that I had the pleasure of being an integrated part of this movement from the very beginning of its inception 25 years ago. In the newsletter, you see me holding the holy stones of the Western Wall with the talis, with tefillin on, because I do believe that women should have the right and ought to have the right to celebrate Judaism from their Nashama, from their soul, and not the way it is being dictated by a very small group of minority. Particularly, ladies and gentlemen, when we know that the wall, the Western Wall, which is the remnants of our Second Temple, is a public place. In a public place that's open to everyone, to the Jews and the non-Jews, to those who wear pants and those who wear skirts, and those with beards and those without beards, those who wear a kippah and those who do not wear a kippah. It is a space that's open to the public. And I do believe with all my heart that a small minority of Jews should not have the control to say what should be done in that space. The Sharansky compromise, as I call it, is giving space for egalitarian celebration. On the other side, a continuation of the wall, but on the other side of where the ramp going up to the El Aqsa is. That space of the wall still is under archaeological dig, which means that all the beautiful stones that were in rubbles and they were cleared from the space that it is now, as you know, the wall, and it's on the other side where the wall was not being treated yet, was not created the space for people to stand on, because it's right under all the rubble of the holy stones are right where the wall was standing. So there is no space. So they have built an area, like a bima, like a stage, above the archaeological dig, so that people will be able to celebrate close to the wall, but be able to celebrate without harming in any way or disturbing the archaeological dig itself. Some of you remember at the changes that were done from the time of its inception. So I'd like to talk to you about the law in Judaism, particularly because we have a law now in this Torah portion, 53 different laws. So let's talk about what is the intent of the law in the Torah. So we know that this last week we just had the beautiful 10 Commandments. We chanted, and we all know that it is a universal theme. We know that many other religions and traditions and public spaces all around the world, not only in the US, have the 10 Commandments in front of places, or hanging in the pictures, and so on. These laws covering, obviously, everything imaginable, including how to treat our slaves, the type of restitution